Okay, quick little workout aimed at our arms and our shoulders. Bicep Blitz, Tricep Hitz, although technically a little bit deltoid in there as well. I'm going to be using two different types of dumbbells. Use the weights that will suit you, of course. I've got here 5s and 8 kilos. Use what you like. Can use a resistance band that we've used in the past as well. All of these exercises you can transfer to it. First, we're going to start off with our triceps. We're going to do 5 of one exercise, 10 of the next, 15 of the next, and that's what we're going to work our way through. So start with, I'm going to go with my heavier dumbbell, deadlifting up off the ground, up above my head. Any exercise where we're standing up, which is most of these, we're going to have our knees a little bit soft, feet nice and stable, hip width apart. And we're going to do 5 overhead tricep extensions, nice and slow. So it's dropping down behind my head, pushing up above, really, really slow. So this is probably the bigger of the weights you have at home. Really nice slow action. Here comes a second. So triceps hit the muscles on the back of the arm. These will help you with exercises such as push-ups, perhaps even holding the plank. 2 more to go. So nice and slow. Really, really slow and controlled. The slower the better. 1 more to go. Okay, I'm going to swap over my weights after this one. That's our 5. Bring them back in. I'm going to swap over to my slightly lighter weights here. Deadlift again. Pick up nice and careful. 2 arm tricep kickback. So standing slightly side on, leaning forward a bit. Elbows nice and high, kick back behind you. Have 10 of those. Again, if you're doing this with a resistance band, you might need to do 1 arm at a time. My mass is usually fairly shocking, I'm sticking 2 more in. Okay, one I call a Tricep Pulse. Again, I'm going to stand side on with you. Set to the side here, arms, dumbbells nice and comfortably at your side, and then push back. 15. 5 to go. I'll put these ones down and out of the way, just a nice little safe deadlift. I'm going to go use my chair I've got next to me here for a bit of a burnout on our triceps. Sit myself down. You can use a bench, you can use the edge of your bed, edge of the settee, any of those sorts of things. Normal tricep dips, legs nice and straight. This one is as many as possible, so we're trying to burn out, feel a bit of blood lactate into our tricep. I'm squeezing the elbows behind me. If you feel it's starting to get difficult, you can always bring your feet in, try and get a few more out of the way. That's a bit like you putting the dumbbell down. If I stop before you need to, hit me on pause for a second, keep going till you can't do any more. I think there's about 5 left in it. Okay, so we did 5, 10, 15, and burnt out as many as possible. We do the same now on our biceps. I'm using my bigger dumbbells again, deadlift, pick them up nice and carefully, back nice and straight, and I'm going to start off bicep curls, very slow. Feet hip width apart, nice and stable, very, very slow action. These are my bigger dumbbells. Again, if you're using resistance band, you might use 1 hand at a time, that's fine. Back nice and straight, elbows are tucked in at the side, really, really, really slow. Nice big dumbbell weight for you. 3 more to go. Really slow. If ever you lose count, stick 1 extra on it for luck. Keep it slow. Really, really, really slow. Okay, I'm going to go on to my lighter weights for the next one. Deadlift down, change my weight. If you're using resistance band, don't worry, you might need to adjust the length you've got on there. Reverse curls, elbows tucked in. This time I'm having my knuckles leading. So I've changed over my grip, so I'm having 10 of those. You can of course do this with a barbell, EZ bar, that sort of thing. 5 down, 5 to go. Have 2 more. These ones are a regular pace, just nice and controlled, particularly the lowering. Okay, hammer curls to finish. This time it means our hands are right at our sides. So from here, they curl up, lower back down like a hammer. 15 of those. Keep them going. So your elbows should be nicely tucked in at your side. Knees nice and soft. I'm going to 5 more. Two to go. Okay, last time I had a burnout on the chair. This time we're going to have what I call a bicep pulse. So I'm going to go into my regular bicep position, take them part way up. So you can see side on for me here, just below halfway, and pulse up. This is probably with your lighter dumbbells. If you're using a resistance band, that's fine. You might need to feed a bit more through. You should be feeling a bit of blood lactate in the front of the upper arm. That's that slight burning feeling that will disappear the moment you stop doing this. I reckon I've got 5 more left in this. It's a very small action, this. Fantastic. I'm going to put those down for one moment. I'm doing exactly the same thing, but with shoulders now, and I'm going to do it straight through, no rest whatsoever. Then we're going to repeat that little routine. Okay, deadlift from the ground again. We're going to start with the side lat raise, and again these are my lighter weights, so I'm going to use the same ones the whole way through. Arms up to the side, gently back down. Nice and controlled, doesn't need to be as slow as the last ones. At the top, my wrists, shoulders and elbows probably in a line. And that's 5. I'm going to go into a front raise to work the front of the deltoid. Do 5 on each arm, so 10 in total. That's 2. The 3 main parts of the shoulder muscle, front, middle and back. We've looked at the side, we looked at the front, and next we're going to look at the whole of it together. That's my 10 on each side. Into the shoulder press. Bring them up onto my shoulders. This one's going to be going up above my head. They're pushing up. I like to give them a little dink. That shows I've got control over the weight. You don't need to make the noise. Make sure the action is controlled. Have 15 of these. Eight, 7 to go. Or after this, just because I can, nice and controlled, and down. So, 5, 10, 15. We did tricep, we did biceps, we did deltoids. We're going to repeat that whole process one more time. Take a drink if you need. Give your arms a little shake. They're probably feeling a little bit swollen, a bit tender by now. We're not on it yet. Let's go again. Triceps. Overhead tricep extension. Exactly the same technique as before. Elbows close to the head, slowly up, really, really, really slowly down. Think about your breathing, make that as slow as possible. Really, really slow back down again. Count it through for 6 or 7 perhaps, really slow. That was 3. Elbows squeezed in. Here we go, 4. Last one. Really slow. How slow can you make it? Really, really slow. Watch out, don't hit your head. And down. Okay, revert, putting it back down. We have our 2-arm tricep kickback. We'll switch to the lighter ones again. Forward, going slightly side on so you can see. Knees are soft, elbows up at the side. Kick your arms back. That's 4 after 10. Two more to go. Tricep pulses. Hands to the side, Stand nice and upright this time, pulsing back, 15 of those, 2. That's 10, 5 to go. Okay, now we are using our triceps when we do our shoulder exercises as well for the press. They might hurt a little bit on here. This is as many of our dips as possible. So, if your arms are really tired, keep in that box position. If your arms are feeling good, have your legs nice and straight. Totally up to you how many you can do. If you're really struggling, that's fine. Bring your legs in, keep going. When you can't do any more, just stop. We've got another 5 or 6 here. I don't really count these ones too much. When they hurt and you feel you can't do any more, that's probably enough. Okay. We go back to our bicep curls. Bigger dumbbells this time, good resistance if you're using resistance band. Deadlift carefully up off the ground. Regular bicep curl positions, my hands and my palms are facing forward. Standing upright, shoulders back, knees a little bit soft. Slowly up. We're making 5 of these, very slowly back down again. Really, really slow. These are your heavier dumbbells, don't forget, if you're lucky enough to have a few choices. That's 2, got 3 more to go. Think about that range of motion, arms are literally straight. Pass at 90 degrees up to the top. Nice and slow. Your triceps probably don't ache very much anymore. Your biceps might, that's fine. Nice and controlled. 1 more to go. Slow as you can on the lowering. Slow as you can. Really nice and slow, controlled. A little bit slower, that's the one. Really control it. Brilliant. And deadlift these down, so the last time I use them, get slightly out of the way. Picking up my lighter dumbbells. Deadlift, keep your back nice and straight. Reverse curls. This time, the palms facing towards you, knuckles facing out. Doing 10 of these. Keep your elbows tucked in at your side. Halfway, 5 to go. Last one. And 5. So we did our slow bicep curls, we've done our reverse curls, now our hammers. So that's with our hands facing the side of our hips and these coming up in hammer action, 15 of them. This is ones that I always lose count. I'm really concentrating here. This is 5. Get that back nice and straight. Don't sway your body if you can. If you need to adjust the resistance band, change your weights and do so. That's 10. You should feel them starting to burn a little bit now at the front of the upper arm. 5 to go. And we're done. We have a little bit of a burnout on this. We have our bicep pulse. Standing side on so you can see again. Rotating my hands, my palms are facing outwards. Keep nice and upright, elbows locked in at the side. Coming up to 90 degrees. And then from there, little pulse. Very small range of action. Okay, this is with your smaller dumbbells still. If they're starting to burn, and they're burning too much, can you do a lighter dumbbell? If you need to give them a little shake, let that blood lactate disappear, can you come back and give it another go? This is the last bit you've got with them. I reckon there's 6 more, I reckon, on this one. And we put them down. Now give them a rest for a second, give them a shake. It's quite normal for this, for you to feel like your arms are burning up a little bit. The second you put them down, you think, I could have done more. You probably couldn't, that's absolutely fine. The last one, our shoulder one, our delt one. Light dumbbells again. I'll light you many collections. We're going to start with our side lat. So the side of the shoulder, the medial deltoid. Back nice and straight, feet hip width apart, knees a bit soft. Up to the sides, so you're creating a T shape. Your wrists, your elbows and your shoulders should be all pretty much in alignment at the top. Not worried about it being too slow this time, just nice technique. That was 5. That's the medial. Let's go anterior deltoid, front of the shoulder. This time my arms are a little bit soft just to protect my elbow, but they're not locked out either. 5 on each side gives us 10 in total. If you want to do a few more, well, you do it. Again, if you think you're starting to tire, be careful not to sway backwards and forwards, get your back motion. Keep ourselves engaging our core as we go. 5 on each side, shoulder press it to finish. Hands come up onto our shoulders, from here, push them up, little dink perhaps, and back down. Onto the shoulders, arms straight, and down. The dink is just my telltale sign that I have them under control, and I'm having a full range of motion. I've got 10 to go. Might need to concentrate to count here, or you might end up doing way too many. Five left. Last 5 and you put these things down. If you found it easy, try a different weight. Replay it, do it again. If you found it hard, hope you hit pause a couple of times and kept with it. 1 more to go. Really slowly down. Nice and slow, nice and slow. Down there. Keep them close to your body. Reverse deadlift to put them back onto the floor. That was my bicep blitz, tricep hits, a nice little worker for both sides of your upper arm in particular, and generally for our shoulder area. It's going to help you with most body weight exercises from planks, push-ups, pull-ups and the likes, just as a general strengthening of those areas. Keep well, guys.